afternoon, and thanks for joining us. I'm Ryan Dean. We will get to the forecast in just a second, but first we begin with breaking news. Stocks taking a plunge already today after President Donald Trump's announcement yesterday about new tariffs. Let's take a look at where things stand right now. The Dow dropping about 1,300 points. Let's go to the NASDAQ now. And you see the NASDAQ down 855 points and the S&P 500 down about 218 points right now. And it isn't just us feeling the fallout from the new tariffs. It's sending uncertainty across the global economy today. Countries that Trump applied steeper tariffs to are considering their options as economists expect prices on everyday goods sold here in the U.S. will soon start to rise. We have the latest from Nicole D'Antonio.
Economists say these are the highest tariffs America has seen since the early 1900s and will impact prices on everything from groceries to cars. Overnight, markets reacting sharply as President Trump announces sweeping 10% tariffs on nearly all imports, including some of America's closest trading partners that will face even steeper tariffs. A 34% tariff on all imports from China, a 25% tariff on products from South Korea, and a 20% tariff on goods from the European Union.
This is one of the most important days, in my opinion, in American history. It's our declaration of economic independence.
President Trump praising the tariffs, saying they will incentivize American manufacturing. Democrats blasting the move, saying Trump's politics are about to make things a lot worse.
Republicans are crashing the economy in real time and driving us toward a recession.
Most economists also warn consumers will be paying the cost as prices climb on everything from clothes to technology, cars, and groceries. Many countries across Asia and Europe have vowed to respond. One business owner in Wisconsin sharing how this could impact customers in the future.
Their bill ultimately is going to be higher, and it's not getting us any more money. It's just taking from the customer and, passing it through.
Canada and Mexico, who are among Trump's first targets, were notably left off the list for any additional tariffs, but the previous duties remain in place. Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Washington.
Okay, let's bring in our Rick Reagan to get his reaction to today's numbers. And Rick, what's the first thing that comes to mind when you see these numbers?
It's a very bad day, Ryan, but unfortunately, this is going to sound strange to you. It's not as bad as I'd like it. What we like to see in the markets to see a bottom is we like to see just a complete sell-off in the market. So instead of down 1,400 points, we like to see it down more like 2,000, 2,500 points. It's then that you normally see the stock market actually bottom out. So right now what I'm seeing is a pretty orderly market. It's down a lot, but it's not a flush out right now. So would not surprise me, and I hate to give this, wouldn't surprise me if we've got some more pain ahead of us even after the numbers that we see today.
Okay, so let's go on that a little bit. So short-term prediction and then maybe long-term prediction. What are you thinking?
It's so hard to give a short-term prediction because it all depends what the administration is going to do. If these tariffs stick, if you don't see any news about compromises from other countries, I think short-term the market continues to go down. The danger here is if we all of a sudden hear that there's a grand deal in place between, say, the United States and Mexico or Canada or any of the countries, the second you hear there's an improvement and Trump lowering some tariffs, you're going to see the market really go up. So it's really volatile. We'll have to watch what's going to happen. Long-term, though, this market is more than 10% less expensive than it was at its height just about a month and a half, 2 months ago. Longer term, if you've got money to work into the market, I think it's smart to start buying in right here because longer term, times like this have normally been the time to buy, not to sell. But it's painful as we sit through this and have to live through days like this.
Yeah, I'm probably that's your advice, right? I'm sure you're hearing from your clients. People are probably a little worried about what they're seeing with their 401k. What's your advice right now?
Oh, if you're in a 401k, you should not be selling right now. As a matter of fact, if anything, this is an opportunity to buy when things are lower right now. And if you got a financial advisor you work with, you should be hearing from them. You should be talking to them so they can give you advice for yourself individually. But generally speaking, this is not the time to sell out of the markets.
All right, Rick Reagan, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you again at 5:30 this evening. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, now let's turn to